Hi, YouTube. How are you doing? I am doing okay. I've been outside freezing a few times to feed the kitties, and then we got a Halloween snowstorm. So I've been sweeping off my satellite dish, and there must be some downed power lines because our power has been off. You might hear some beeping, the lights might come back on. I have a portable one behind me right now so you can see me better. But yeah, anyway, so it's been quite the day so far. you know, when my internet's been down here now, sometimes I have the TV where I get reception, but not much, and I had like some crime show on, and they had on the only channels I could get was Sabrina the Teenage Witch or crime stuff or shopping. Yeah, they don't want to cut off your shopping channel, do they? So, yeah. Guess it wouldn't matter if you can't get on the internet and order anything. So, cheers, everybody. Not sure the topic today. I have a little bit of irritation that I'm living through with people, and it's to be expected because people don't usually break pattern with the things they do in their life, so I don't really expect them to. It doesn't feel any better, but I just realize that, most people don't change their habits in their life or their ritual activities in life. Usually, if you, like I've said before, if they have like a tendency to be like crabby at certain times of the day or whatever, you kind of know that that's a pattern that these people do. So I'm not really shocked or surprised. But like I said, and then hundreds of times in a person's lifetime of the tomfoolery out of other people, it's just disheartening, isn't it? you know? So, anyway, I do absolutely adore the millions of people out there that know the one true path and can tell you all about it or me. I think, wow, isn't that incredible? Everybody knows the way to go. Huh. Go figure, right? Huh. That just something else, isn't it? So, I was happy early enough today. Um, I don't know if it was like 7 or 8 or somewhere around in there pretty early. I was able to get on Facebook and wish my youngest sister happy birthday. She's my scary scorpion sister. Not that scary, but yeah. If if people didn't know me, they'd be afraid of her. you know. If you hear me, Ebony, you know it's true. You know it's true. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I love you. you know. Oh my goodness. So yeah, she's oh 9.5 years younger than me. 10 years. So yeah. Then I've got another little sister that's just a little bit older than her, and well, older sister and a younger brother. From my mom's side, I have one sister and two brothers from my dad's side. So yeah, that's the both my families had Masonic connections through their bloodline, but I really blame my dad's bloodline because they knew what they were doing more than my mom's side of the family. My birth father, its name is was David Bonch, pretty German, but mixed with other stuff like the Black Irish and some other things, whatever. But from the McDonald family is who my great grandmother was on that side. My dad's mother, or not my great grandmother, my grandmother from my dad's side was a McDonald. So that's the connection there. Anyway, the connection with my family way back and Doug's family is it's kind of like the Slavic and German connection on that type of side. And I have way more blood in me, different things like Dutch and Danish, German, Irish, Scottish, so many things I can't hardly even remember them sometimes. I have them written down. Usually when I name them off, I forget a few, you know, kind of unique. And this was all dark force driven, the making of me, just like you. They know who you are before you're even born, and then they give you a number, you know, so you feel important. Oh, I heard when I hear people that think they're scholars say that Mary Magdalene was a whore or the Mother Mary, whatever you want to call her. She was 12 when she gave birth to Jesus, and I want to know what Jesus was doing because it's documented in a public park at 4 a.m. with a naked boy with a sash, a bandage across his privates and stuff all over Jesus' face. I want to know that. I want to know why he sold his brother, and it's the only written documentation from Christ, from Jesus Christ, because there's more than one Christ, believe it or not. And sold his brother Thomas to India, and it's documented. But people don't want to hear that. But you know, they think they're Bible scholars, but they don't even know that a 12-year-old, not a whore, a 12-year-old was raped. And that's who the Virgin Mary is. And these people, whatever they want to use that benefits themselves, it just shows that they don't have enough gumption in life or they're self serving, that they would rather perpetuate a lie against an innocent girl that was abused than they would look into the documentation and the text and what it actually says. They don't fucking care. And you wonder why I swear. If you can't handle I swear quite a bit. So just move along. You know, I still love you. See you later. Bye, Alicia. You know, uh, anyway. So yeah, it probably isn't the channel for somebody that's living a different type of style or whatever they might have done in the past, I did not do that when I was a young adult and raising my kids like a lot of people did, and I'm taking my time. I'm swearing my fucking brains out. I'm doing whatever I want at 66 because I wasn't able to do that at 36 or 26, you know, or even 46. So I'm not making excuses, and I don't want you to either. I don't want to hear it. I know what I'm doing in my life, okay? Thank you. If you know the path so well, assuming I don't, for you it's probably your path. I'm pretty good at doing mine. Only thing I can do is tell people like things in my life and examples of things I've gone through, even ideas of how to um, build up strength through different things I've been through. And I'm talking to people that have been abused and traumatized like that too. Quite a few of them I know for a fact. And if you don't fit in that category, or even if you do, and you were able to find your way around that, escape from that entirely, and not have to battle that on the daily, I'm happy for you. It's not my life. Uh, Chuck Swindoll Jr. took down his video that he had all that information on about child abuse through the lodges and the churches and different things that work in correlation with the selling of children through the Hague Corporation that's in, oh gee, it's either Amsterdam or Norway. I I made a video on it. I read all the documentation on it and everything. I wrote to my state legislator about babies that were being sold out of our country, citizens, same sex couples taking the same gender baby out of our country. And then I wonder, does it have dual citizenship? Does it lose its social security? How does all this work? How does that child remain a citizen of the country he was born in? We're selling babies out of our country, and we have people out on the street. Yeah. So I wrote to my state legislators. Uh, didn't hear a thing back from them. I made a video. I went to their website too and sent them a copy of my video reading the letter to everybody in the world. Nobody fucking cares about those little kids. Not really. But people are sure telling me how to live my life. Or that I'm supposed to base the standards of my life on somebody else's. That's a good one, too. My self control is a lot stronger than what I appear to show you, or whatever you want to think. And my moral integrity is top shelf, has been all my adult life. Um, yeah, but I guess I'm not gonna even why bother? It doesn't matter. People are just going to keep doing that shit anyway. People know how I feel inside and then sit there and tell me about their life that is looter in a lot of extremes and has been, and then preach to the choir. Yes, I always loved that. And for the record, there's somebody that thinks that I have some type of influence on um their wife, that she could hear my heart or soul. I've tried. You don't have to worry about me saying or doing anything with people that cannot hear my soul. If anything's going wrong on the feminine note with all that shit, that's coming from the dark force. That has nothing to do with me. So, for the record, you better look in your own front door for your problems like that, because that's not where my brain goes. And I'll just tell it like it is here. Um, I want to choose my words wisely, but it's probably not even going to matter. Um, but I'm just going to say it like it is. You couldn't pay me enough money to take my clothes off in front of people. I think that says it all. If I'm at the beach, what I usually got there was hatred stares from the men and the women. So for anybody that's doing that in their lives, my integrity doesn't go there. Period. Enough said. Make all the excuses you want. Enjoy what you need to enjoy in your life, but don't come around me with your goddamned paintbrush. I'll judge that for myself. For myself. You take care of you and keep your ideals of your shit away from me. Period. I'm not going to listen to it. People are like making excuses. I don't want to hear it. Or why does anybody want to hear your personal shit if you're not um teaching people self-control in your life and integrity? I don't want to hear your at all. So, whatever. I might have something more to say about that. Just a minute, I'm going to take another hit here. Cheers. Oh, yeah. I really don't look down on whatever anybody's doing. I really don't. I just don't want to hear about it, and I don't want you trying to convince me for the world's sake that your path is that path or what I'd want for me or my loved ones or the people that love me that are more like minded. It's as simple as that. You sort of pick your camp where you want to camp and you go there, you know? and I don't have a problem with that. Just don't tell me that I'm not a good person if I don't want to go in your camp. I have a better camping site for myself. Thinking of little Scorpios, my little sister and my little granddaughter. Yeah, my youngest granddaughter is a Scorpio, has her father's beautiful blue eyes, crystal blue eyes. They're just stunning. And she was blonde like I was when I was born, and for about just up until about 9. And I got that, like I've got some blonde streaks in the back from my dad, was blonde curly hair and light eyes. So even my brown eyes have a dark blue ring around the iris. So kind of passed it off to my son because his father has greenish blue eyes. Pretty eyes. Doug's got green eyes. Pretty eyes. Pretty big eyes, too. you know. So, yeah, I love people's eyes. They can tell a lot. I have a niece that has gold eyes. Yeah, she's something else. Lisa. Yeah, she's neat. I have two nieces that are Aquarians like me, and it kind of get they kind of get me. They understand. I get them too. If I had been raised in the city around my birth mother, I would be a lot like they are, but I'm not really too much. But I do understand them, you know. Yeah, we are products of our environment. I'm not letting down on my warrior motif ever. So don't come around here no more. Don't come around here no more. Whatever you're looking for. Um, I'll never let my guard down. I cannot afford to. I don't know who you are or where you are or what you do in your life, but I know what I do, and I'm fully aware that I have enemies daily. And my attitude in life is not going to ever change, ever. I found that happy medium where I need to be for my adrenaline's sake so my heart does not fail. And nobody's stepping on that. And my words and my thoughts is what keeps my strength like that. And that's all I got to say on that. People can either listen with understanding or hit the road. Excuse me a minute. Either way, I don't, it's not my problem. I don't have the problems um, emotionally. My emotional stability is like nobody I ever met in my life. So I'm just going to leave it there. Yeah. Could you take care of a whole classroom of emotionally disturbed kids? I'm talking deviants, and deal with them? I mean, as a young person, I wasn't very old. Let's see, 33. So, yeah. And I worked with for Head Start too. Um, with handicapped kids when I was young and worked at a nursery school and worked a lot around kids. Not always because I wanted to. With the nursery school, when I was, before I got a job in the bakery, I had my paper out. Then I went to work at a nursery school um, because I would get to swim in the pool, help with the kids, and then swim in the pool when they weren't there. So that was a bonus. And yeah, anyway. But yeah, I can keep my shit together if I want to. I just don't fucking want to. So would you please lay off your shit? I don't talk like this around babies. Can you get that? Thank you. Anyway, Doug and I talked about having another child, but decided to raise the ones that we had and not have a blended family, but not entirely so. Um, it's not always the best thing to do in the world. Sometimes people got to take a step back, you know, and look what they're doing in the world with the little lives that they put here, you know. Anyway, once again, real quick, if you didn't know, and you better start either listening to people that are telling you the truth about the text that they've read and deciphered in the right languages, or you need to go do something with yourself because speaking about the scriptures when you don't know what they are is not your thing because you're not a scholar. Mary was 12. She was raped by a Roman soldier and gave birth to Christ, Jesus Christ. Not the Christ, but Jesus Christ. And for you people that don't know, the woman in the story didn't have to acquire the Holy Spirit. She was born with it and passed it on. And yes, that is in the scriptures. Why didn't Adam have the Holy Spirit in him if Eve was taken out of his bones? Hmm. Or was that just flesh? No, they say bone of my bone. Isn't that a joke? These people are so ignorant, it makes me want to flip and scream. All I can hope is that they come back as a 12-year-old girl that gives birth after a rape. That's justice. They think it's funny just to spew that shit out in a demeaning way towards a woman in history when they refuse to read the actual fucking history and documentation of that family because she was from royalty. That's how Jesus got his money. But people don't want to look into the history. They're just like, oh, this is what it says. And just going to keep insulting these people no matter what. Doesn't matter the proof, the documentation, stupid, lazy, and starting to get really butt fucking ugly with your shit is starting to really bother me. There's people out there with mastermind scholars of chronology, linguists, philology into several languages, proving all this shit in these stupid, ill repute little motherfuckers that wanna keep coming at me with their shit and refuse to pick up a book. I used to spend hours in libraries decoding shit with my notebooks and taking home stacks of books. If mm, in our family, we could get 1 pleasure book every 2 weeks, but we were expected to get at least 3 pretty decent books of something substantial of what we did in our spare time, plus the libraries that I would go to and just sit there and scour ancient text and different things. You people fucking piss me off, and I'm not gonna be quiet about it. It's disgusting. Trying to act like you're some kind of vain pillar of innocence or even not, and keep spewing your shit. But draw your fucking line deep and jump in it, stupid. Draw the line, don't go cross that line. Is Mary over there with her, like, clothes off, exposing herself like a whore? You fucker. I gotta go. Oh, man. Wow, these bastards. Alright, everybody. I just wanna make it clear how pissed that really makes me that they're not even ignorant. This dark force driven will persist on on not even picking up any kind of proof. So lazy, so stupid, so ugly like that, it just makes me sick. I gotta go. Peace and love from Pine City, Minnesota, USA. Have a good night or day wherever you're at.